Okay, okay. I just have a couple things that I noticed you guys said that I wanted to correct a little bit. So, you mentioned that if the car glitches, then somebody can just take control of it again, okay? But after a while, after these cars become popular, there's not going to be a need for driver's ed, which, would cost another loss of jobs, but that's not the point. After driver's ed, nobody's going to know how to drive. So even if they could take control of the car, they're not going to know how. And then the other thing, Andrew, you were saying that it could lead to more innovation in the future with other devices. That's great, but we're not talking about other devices. We're talking about cars, which everyone uses. As for like kitchen appliances, I'm all for those being self-automated, but something that has my life and the lives of my friends at stake, that's a little bit more of a concern for me. So.
I would like to answer to that point. That is true. It does affect you on a personal level, but innovation also affects everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, NASA, the fire-breathing heart surgery, because nothing is just based on that one certain area. Research and everything always develops in a more broad spectrum, and so it's going to affect and save lives in many different ways.
That's great, and I'm all for innovation. I just think you mentioned research. They need to research. They need to find answers to the problems that they're having before they put the cars on the road.
And they are. That is why they are waiting until 2020.
That's not going to be long enough.
But they already have cars that can drive themselves, and they're taking the next
And those cars have gotten into
years
crashes.
to work out those problems. The cars are already built. They just are taking the next 4 years to fix the problems that they're having.
And I'm saying that's not going to be long enough. I have a question. So, I really like an answer to the question that I asked before, which was, in order for the cars to work properly, they would all have to be self-driving. How are you going to convince everybody to adopt these cars? The government, this is supposed to be the government-preferred method of driving. First of all, the government shouldn't prefer any method of driving, right? So in order for the cars to work properly, how are they going to make everybody buy one?
As well as it being affordable?
Yeah.
I already answered that question, and it's not really a choice of them buying one. Eventually, they either will buy a new car or they won't.
And
So-
they won't is not an option. They have to all be self-driving in order to work because they communicate with each other.
Not necessarily. There's different when they design cars, self-driving, sensory-based cars. In order for it to work, they have multiple stages of intelligence that's designed within the cars. So, say with sensory input, they don't have to communicate with other cars in order to drive, or else the Google cars that are driving now wouldn't be able to drive. They communicate based on just they call it I think it's like flatlining sensory information, where it's just everything is just based on what they know and what they see, and then if they have more information, they just keep uploading it to your computers.
Mm-hmm. But that's not a perfect scenario.
Okay, now we have the final